Hey, everyone. We are live. I'm about to admit everybody in, just making sure our meeting is clear on YouTube. And it is beautiful, beautiful. Yay. All right, we're going to go ahead and admit everybody in. Welcome, welcome, you guys. Welcome to Monday Mingle. So grateful, so excited that you're here early. You guys are all so early. It is amazing. Hey, Nikki.
Hi. Do you hear me?
Hi. Yes, we can hear you. Hey, Sophia. Hi, Paula. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Kristen.
Hi.
Hi. All right, you guys. Well, I'm so excited to see your beautiful faces. You guys are all the early birds. I love that you guys are early. Sophia, are you still in New York?
Say that again. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Are you still in New York or
No, I'm so sad. I'm back in
are you back?
Florida.
Oh my goodness. I couldn't tell from your sweater. I was like, I can't tell if she's up there or down here. Oh
I
my goodness.
know. I
Hey,
miss it so much. It was amazing.
I can't believe it was your first snow. I just love that.
My first, yeah, that's how deprived I am. That's how Floridian of a person I am.
That's how you're like, you're a Floridian. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I was
Well, you
inside
guys,
Starbucks, all the flurries happening, and I just wanted to stop working and just go outside. But I didn't want to be weird because like I was the only one there who I guess hadn't seen snow.
that's
So
so funny, but it is so magical. It's like you can't help but like want to go and like touch it.
got it.
Yeah, it's currently snowing right now. I had intentions to go to a little group meeting at my church, but since it's snowing, the roads are not the safest right now. So
Oh my goodness. Well, hey, it worked out. You're at Mingle. I'm so excited. So, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and dive right on in, right on time. I know there's so many girls hopping on tonight. You guys, tonight's training, you are going to hear from a powerhouse, and then I'm gonna share a little bit, and it's just gonna be amazing. It's gonna be phenomenal. So, we're gonna go ahead and just dive right on in. And so, would anyone like to lead us in prayer to open up our night tonight? Chrissy, would you like to lead us in prayer, or Shannon?
I would be happy to lead us in prayer, babes.
Okay, great. That would be awesome.
Okay, perfect. Okay, well, let's pray, you guys. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for today, and thank you for this time tonight. And this may be our first time of the day to just kind of like exhale and just breathe and be all together and have a relaxing moment. And I just pray that's what it would be for everybody. And just ask you to bless Megan tonight and what she has for our training, and that you would help for us to implement it this week and just have a great continual January as we press on towards career conference, and just help for us to set goals that honor you and work hard and honor you through our goals and put in the hard work to achieve them. And we love you, Father, and pray all this in your name. Amen.
Amen. Oh my goodness. Well, I can't tell you guys just how grateful I am to see all of your beautiful faces. I've been so excited to be able to see you guys. And I just do not take for granted this community and this sisterhood that we have on our team. So we're going to dive right on into our training tonight by celebrating your wins from this last week. So I always say either you need the meeting or the meeting needs you. So we're going to start by celebrating sales, because nothing happens until somebody sells something. So if you open up your store, if you sold anything this last week, go ahead and just give us your best wave. Yay, Sophia, Amelia, Paula, Shannon. All right, if you sold $200, keep on waving. $300. Congratulations, Shannon and Paula and Amelia, on your star week. Okay, $400. Keep waving. 500, 600, 700. Oh my gosh, Amelia, Paula, still waiting. 900. Okay, we're gonna rev it up to 1,000. Rev it up to 1,000. Do you guys see they're still waving? Okay, 1,100, 1,200. Oh my goodness. Amelia, you are going to be our runner up, and we're going to keep celebrating you. But Paula, we're still going for you. So 1,300.
Right about 1300.
1,300. Oh my goodness. Well, Paula, I am going to highlight you. That way you can share. And you guys are going to be hearing from Paula a little bit deeper in just a little bit. She's going to do a training. But would you like to share just your top selling tip from this last week?
Um, I think I had two. One of the things that I did was I started a Valentine's Day special. And so what I did since I'm very new to Mary Kay, I've only been in like 5 weeks, is I created a flyer, which I know you can't really see, but anyway, I created a flyer and then I sent the flyer through Facebook message, text message, and then I posted it some places to all of the guys that I know. And basically what it says is, hey guys, Valentine's Day is coming soon and I'm offering some great Mary Kay bundles. And I had the bundles with the pictures of the bundles down here. And then what I offered to do was put the bundles together and I had pink heart bags and include chocolates or flowers with them. And then I would have them delivered on Valentine's Day. And so I kind of set it out thinking, maybe a few will respond right now. And I told them I had to have the orders by January 20th. Right now I have 12 orders already in for it. So it turned out to be more successful than I thought. And the average order is in the $125 to $150 range. So it's been a really successful little venture for me that I'm going to even do it at Mother's Day, because several of the gentlemen were like, this makes it easy for me. It's a pretty little thing. It's not just flowers. And so anyway, so that's been one thing. Another thing I did was and everybody sees these, I started a Facebook group. And so it was if you like my Facebook page, follow it and tag 3 friends. And so I got a lot of followers that way. And then and at the top of my group page, of course, I had my link for my Mary Kay page, and I've got several orders through that as well.
Oh my goodness, Paula, I'm going to implement that this week. Like, follow, tag 3 friends.
Tag 3 friends.
So strategic. Then I think you just said it. What exactly did they get for doing that?
Oh, so what I offered was they will get $100 worth of Mary Kay products of their choice.
Oh, wow.
So
how amazing.
So, if we're honest, it's going to only cost me $50. And it gets me a lot more people in my Facebook group.
So strategic. Oh my gosh. Aren't you guys already glad you came? Like if you're new, that right there, a Valentine's Day sale, a customer group will make you money. So Amelia, I'm going to add you to Paula to the screen to have both of you here. And Amelia just had a power day, saw 5 faces, sold $700 today, and shared about the business with 5 women. And so Amelia truly had a power day. So Amelia, we would love to hear your top selling tip and how much you sold, because you were like right there with Paula for your week. So impressive.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. First off, congratulations, Paula. That's an amazing idea with the Valentine's Day. Like, what? I'm gonna implement that. I love it. Yeah, so today I saw 5 faces and sold almost $900, which was crazy. And guys, like it's crazy. Like this business just is crazy in general. Like it is every day. It still blows my mind. But I think my top tip for this week would definitely be on stacking your appointments and just like stacking your people. Like if you only have one day where you're like, okay, like I have 2 hours, this is my Mary Kay time, it's okay to stack people in that time because a third of a third will hold, right? In that rule. So even if a third hold, you still have your facials, and that way you're maximizing your time to see the most amount of people in your time. And people really don't care. And then that way your sales will be better. You're seeing more faces. And I think it's a really smart thing to just, you might have never thought of it before. So I think that's a great tip.
I love that, Amelia, to stack. And I think so many of us can relate to being so busy. How many of you are like, I am busy. I started this side hustle for a couple $100 a week without taking all the time in my life away from my children and family, right? So stacking is so smart. And Amelia has so beautifully done that. She's just had so many people at one appointment, and it's actually made the energy of her appointments higher. Like it's been elevated, and it's been so cool to watch. So exciting. So congratulations, ladies, and congratulations to everyone who sold. Mary Kay Ash always said, if nothing happens till somebody sells something. So it's just the most important category that you could focus on each week because everything else comes from that. So our next category is we're so excited to celebrate those of you who have bookings for these upcoming weeks. And so if you have 3 bookings, if you don't have at least 3, y'all, I mean, you really out of business. So we're going to start at 3. That's our standard. So if you did not come with 3 tonight, come with 3 next week. Okay. So we're going to do the count up. So 4 bookings, 5 bookings. Yay, Charity with her sweet baby.
Yay.
6 bookings, 7 bookings, 8 bookings. Look at Shannon. Look at Amelia. 9 bookings, 10 bookings. Shannon, Amelia, still waving. All right, 11 bookings, 12 bookings, 13. Oh my goodness. Shannon, congratulations. Amelia's still going. 14, 15, 16, 17. How many are you at, girl?
I think I'm at like 15.
Holy Toledo.
Awesome.
We want to hear from you and Shannon. So Amelia, you're our queen. So you're going to start first. Please share with us your top booking tip. We are all eager to hear and our pens are ready.
Okay, you guys, I think my booking tip this week is well, we learned about our booking sandwich last week, right, guys? Who remembers the sandwich? I think having multiple lead generating streams coming in at one time is really strategic to not place all your eggs in one basket, right? If you're like, oh, I only get bookings from Facebook or warm chatting, whatever it may be. For me, I like to always have 3 or 4. So then every day I either focus on getting bookings from that lead or I have 2 different ways to get them that day. So for me, it's just like what I shared on last week, facial jars, warm chats, referrals, and like social media. And I think that way you'll always have a pool of people to book from every day to make sure you're getting your 30 minutes a day or your half a bubble sheet a day, whatever you're doing. That way you always have people to book. So that's my tip.
So strategic, Amelia, multiple rivers of leads. And I like to think of it as, I was reading something that said, when you have, like, when you look at billionaires, literally, they have real estate, they have their Fortune 500 companies, they have so many different things that make them money. View yourself as the billionaire, and you have to have 5 different ways of income coming in your business, because it's just like a numbers game, right? It's like you date 5 guys to find the one. I mean, it's just a numbers game sometimes, right? So just, we all speak the language of love. So just view this as, okay, to find my next leader on my team, I've got to have enough rivers of leads. This is a joke, okay, but hear me out. I've got to have Tinder, Facebook, guys asking me out at Starbucks. You see what I'm saying? Multiple ways you're getting the dates to be able to go on the dates, to be able to find the guys. Now, I'm totally kidding, but y'all, it will stick with you. You'll remember that tomorrow. You'll be like, I got to go get my bookings. Okay, so just view it as that. It's a numbers game, just like dating is. I know that sounds crazy, but it's kind of true. So I'm going to stop talking and let someone more eloquent than me share. So Shannon, we would love to hear your top booking tip. And we would love to hear how many you had. I know you were the runner up to the queen.
Hey, I won't say I'm more elegant than you, Megan. So I gave Megan permission to hold me accountable every night to reach out to 20 or more women. And my goal is to book 2 or more women every day, including the weekend too. And how I reach out is warm chat and mostly social media. And I love the jars. I put out some jars too. And I have a vendor event coming up, I think the 2nd Saturday in February. So I look forward to that. That's how I mostly get my bookings.
Oh my goodness. And you guys, Shannon, what I've loved, Shannon, is your consistency and your dedication. I mean, every night on the dot by 8 o'clock, Shannon's like, this is what I did. These are my new bookings. And Shannon, you've been so relentless. And I know that character isn't, people don't talk about their own character, but Shannon, your character is a person of integrity and of excellence. And if Shannon says she's going to do something, Shannon follows through. So Shannon, you have follow through power. And so that is something to just really hold close, because not everybody has that. So I'm so proud of you. So congratulations to both you and Amelia and to everyone with bookings, because it is a really big deal. And I know that it takes intentionality to get those appointments booked. And if you're here tonight and you're like, dang, I don't have bookings, go get some this week and go rewatch Amelia's training if you need. It was gold. It was really, really golden last week. So what we're going to do next is we're going to celebrate those of you who shared about the business and those of you who have new consultants here tonight on our call. So we're going to start by celebrating the amount of interviews that you did. And so in the coming weeks in January, I will be training on the 4-point recruiting plan. How many of y'all saw my 9-minute Voxer in our group chat on the 4-point recruiting plan? Okay, if you didn't, go and listen to it. It's 9 minutes of how you guys, our team is number 1 right now in the Diamond division for team building. It's great. I was thinking about it. I was like, guys, that's out of like a lot of people. Like, you guys are the best at this in our company right now. It's just amazing. So go listen to that if you're like, I need help. But let's talk about who shared about the business. So if you shared with anybody this last week, go ahead and just give us your best wave. Yay, Shannon and Paula and Amelia. Fantastic. Okay. And I know Kristen did too. She's just not waving. We did the party together. Okay. So, and Sophia, yes, yes, yes. Okay. 2 shares, keep waving. 3 shares, keep waving. Yes, ladies. Okay, 4 shares, keep waving. 5. Yay, Paula. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my goodness, Paula's still going. Okay, Paula, what were you at? And Amelia, what were you at? Oh, you're muted.
I was probably 15 to 20 shares this week.
Oh my goodness, Paula, congratulations. And I know there's going to be so many team members to come from that. And Amelia, how many were you at this week?
I think I was at like 11, if I'm counting right.
So
Paula,
many.
that's incredible. Amazing job. Seriously, I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, such a big deal, Paula. And so, Paula, what I'm going to do since you're going to be training is I'm going to have you share your tip, and then in a minute, we're going to have you do like your full training. So if you just want to share whatever would be your top tip for your sharing, but it looks like she's frozen. Let's see. Paula, can you hear us? There she is. Okay, you were
Okay.
frozen for a second. Well, we'd
Sorry.
love to hear your top tip on sharing, Paula.
I guess my top tip is I just kind of tried to think of the different groups of people I know. And then I tried to pull from them. So like work people, I'm a teacher. So, and I've been teaching a very long time because I'm very old. So I pulled from students, former students. And so I think just pulling from groups and also trying to pull from outside the area in which I live. I live in Lynchburg. And so pulling from outside this area as well.
Yes. So strategic, Paula, to think and I think as women, it's hard for us to think in waffles. We think in spaghetti. So that's like waffle thinking, Paula. It's so strategic because it's like, what are my groups? So Amelia, we would love to hear your top sharing tip. And then if you want to introduce your newest teamie that's on to segue into that, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, of course. I love that idea, Paula, like pulling who are the different groups of women I know. That's so smart. I think my top tip from sharing would probably be just always following up with people. I think also, I feel like we've probably all shared, like, I mean, at least I have, with a good amount of women. Sometimes people take layering, right, for sharing. And I don't know about you guys, but I didn't sign up for Mary Kay right on the spot. Some people do. I had to have Megan FaceTime me, tell me it again. So sometimes people need layering, right? So don't count out the people that you've already shared with out of resharing, because I think that double, triple, quadruple sharing, layering with people is really effective, and you'll get really strong team members from some really strong people that you already know. Is a great little tip. And then I would love to introduce, I have a brand new team member on tonight, guys. She's from Lynchburg, and she is a beautiful esthetician, and she is just so sweet. And Nikki, you're like literally one of the most intelligent, like relational, smart women I know. And I'm so excited to welcome you on your first Monday Mingle. So welcome, girl. Do you want to share like what you're most excited about or something with your new business?
I think probably the thing that I'm most excited about is, just learning on how to like do a business on my own, because like you said, I'm an esthetician, and if for those of you who don't know what that is, I do specialize in skincare. I give people facials, chemical peels, microderms all day long, and I work at a like a chain place right now, and it's just it's to the point where I'm just like, I just want to, you know, like use my skills so that I can retain that kind of money on my own. And but also more than that, I was telling Amelia and Megan this, I have that itch to travel so much right now, and obviously, you know, like you can only take off so many times a year or so many days a year, and before, you know, you don't want your clientele to kind of dwindle down, of course. And I'm also the daughter of two very successful business owners as well, and so the whole entrepreneurial like gene, as some people would say, is kind of like really embedded in me. And so I'm just really excited to, you know, get that started, because it's something I've been wanting to do for a while now, and just there's something in me that just says, here's the opportunity, go get it. And I don't know if I told you this, Amelia, but I got my first shipment in, and they're still in the boxes, but it's laundry day, so I didn't want to clutter up my kitchen. You know?
I love that. Oh my goodness, Nikki. Well, we're so excited for you. I love that you were like, an opportunity came knocking, and I was like, let's go, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, and even if I fall flat on my face, I can still say I gave it a shot, you know,
Exactly.
rather than, you know, doing
True.
nothing and nothing changing.
It's so true, Nikki. And what I respect, Nikki, is you guys, Amelia and I actually FaceTime Nikki like the second or third week of December. And Nikki, what I love was you processed and you thought, and you were like, call me back the first week of January. And I just respect that you thought through it methodically. And I love that, Amelia, that you followed up with Nikki. And how many of you guys, you have people on your follow-up list, and you, if you were honest, you're like, I have not followed up. How many of y'all, girl, y'all, I have a list of probably 10 people I could call tomorrow that I'm like, with her in January. It's January 16th tomorrow. So think about, who is your follow-up list? Who are they? I'm sure you all have a list. So Nikki, we're so excited to have you. I just love how smart you are. I love how I can just already tell that you're just the most genuine and authentic person. And I think your skill set and knowledge people are going to listen to. So we're just so excited to welcome you. And many women who are here, including Paula, live in Lynchburg. And so you guys have a community there, which is amazing. So I love it so much. So, well, what we're going to do next, y'all, is I'm going to go ahead and welcome my newest team member, Hannah. She may be with her sweet baby. I'm not sure if she can hop on, but Hannah and I go way, way back. We went to high school together, and we did a makeover when I was in college, and then we got together for a virtual session a few weeks ago, and she booked a party, and we had so much fun at her party. And I said, Hannah, your friends need to be your customers. And she's like, yeah, I'm looking for an opportunity, actually. So Hannah, we're just so excited to welcome you. And I don't know if you're in a place where you would like to unmute and share, but you're welcome to. I think she's with her sweet 3-month-old baby, though. I'm going to take that as a yes, because she's still muted. So, okay. All right, you guys. And I do want to just, oh, Hannah, you're fine, girl. She's in the chat. No worries. We want to welcome Sharon Cooper. She is local to me, and she's here just to be a part of our training. She's in another unit, and this is a training that we want to offer to her. She had asked, we connected, we live local. So Sharon, welcome. We're so happy that you're here and that we get to be in your space tonight. So, all right, y'all. Well, we're going to go ahead and dive right on into our announcements. So Shannon's going to launch us off with our announcements. They're short and sweet tonight, and you're going to want to take notes on these because they are like time sensitive, faux show. So Shannon, we're going to start you out with announcements.
So let's talk about events and prizes. Earn your spot on the seminar stage by achieving new sales director, new car driver, court of sales, and court of Sharon achievement. Now is the time to build the red. With 3 active team members, you'll be well on your way into moving up and having fun. Our next event, I'm sorry, my son just walked in, sorry. Our next event is our career conference happening in Charlotte, North Carolina on March the 22nd through the 23rd. You will be celebrated for the SOAR Achievement, Star Consultant Achievement, and Career Path Movement. This event is our favorite of the entire year. As you are celebrated in high energy environment, you will be inspired, trained, recognized as you continue to make your best year ever. Our company event to also mark on your planner is Seminar 2024. The Diamond Seminar dates are Monday, July the 29th to Thursday, August the 1st. When you tuck away about $200 per month for this event from now till June, you'll have well over $1,000 saved to have your most eventful and fun seminar celebration.
Love it, Shannon. Thank you for sharing. And you guys, Career Conference is coming to many, many, many different cities. So if you want to see the details on Mary Kay in Touch underneath events, you can see it there. And it's coming to so many cities that there may be a city closer to you than Charlotte if you don't live closer to Charlotte. So they're all listed on there. I know I'm going to be going to the Charlotte one. I'm bringing Carter with me. I'm so excited. And all of us Lynchburg babes are coming down to Charlotte. It's going to be amazing. And so if you're up north, there's the Atlantic City, New Jersey one that Joyce is going to, and Amelia. And if you guys have not met Joyce, she's my Pink Cadillac offspring. She's amazing. She'll be there with all her girls. She has like so many girls that are going to be going. It's going to be like epic. Okay. So if you're like, I'm up north, where do I go? Atlantic City, New Jersey. If you're out west, like Charity is, there's going to be one in, I think it's, Palm Beach, California, something like that. Anyways, it's out in California if you're out west. So there's something for everyone to be able to get plugged in. So I do want to go ahead and share a video. If you're new, you might be thinking, what the heck is seminar and what the heck is career conference? I'm a visual learner. Thank you, Charity. It's Long Beach, California. We have Palm Beach an hour from me, which is why I'm thinking Palm Beach. But yes, it's Long Beach. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a little video of what career conference is. Then I'm going to show you a video of seminar. That way you can kind of like put your finger on the pulse of like, what the heck are these events? So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen here.
Career conference is always that shot in the arm, the second wind, and breathing belief barrier back into you to just finish it by seminar.
I was right at transition when I attended my first career conference, so you absolutely have to come to career conference because it really is where your dreams can be established.
It gives people a good vision of how big Mary Kay really is. It's a real, true, viable business.
Career conference was probably my very first major event that changed everything. You get the inside vision. It's a ton of recognition, but it's a ton of training for that short-term goal to push to the end.
Inspirational, it's motivational. It makes us actually reflect and think back why we started doing the business.
It's about spark. It's about reminding yourself of the dreams that you have and the accomplishments that you can attain.
Transform yourself at Career Conference.
Okay, so I want to tell you guys something really, really fun. So at Career Conference, this is amazing. So they have this thing called the Pink Cadillac March, and they literally play the Aretha Franklin like Pink Cadillac song, and we all go across in our own little like, we always have a little dance. We're always all coordinated. It's always so cute. We always bring our highest, most sexy little heels that you own. Okay, for real. And we go across stage and we wave and we take an epic picture. And last Career Conference, we were #1 out of the entire conference in team building. So we had front row seats. It was like kind of a big deal in that really big room. And since we're #1 in Diamond right now, you guys, I think we can do it. I really, really do think we can do it. And the Charlotte conference is like the biggest one out of all of them, probably close to Long Beach. Everybody goes to Charlotte. It's like a central place, which means we have to be on our A game with our team building to be #1. And so if you're interested in building your team, I know many of you are, I just want you to know that what you do between right now and the end of February makes a really big difference. And it's like we're all quarterbacks right now. Like all of us have to be like going all in as the quarterbacks to get the touchdowns for us to win the Super Bowl. And I can tell you that when you get there and when you're number one, you really do get special treatment, you guys. It is like you're treated like royalty. So I just want to put that out there. If that aligns with your vision, it aligns with where our team is going. And we want you to be a part of that team building win. So that's Career Conference. What I love about it is it's inexpensive. I believe it's $120 to register online. If you wait to register on site, it's $130. And so it's not a very expensive conference to register for. That's 2.5 skincare sets sold. And so this is not an event you want to miss. I'll never forget going to Career Conference, and I submitted DIQ the night before my second career conference, but my first one the year before. So a year later, I submitted DIQ. Career Conference gave me a bigger vision of what this business could be. It took me from, oh, I can sell skincare sets to, oh, I can actually make a full-time income with this and build my confidence and change my family's life. And so I can't even express to you over Zoom what it will do for you, but it is the best. You have to go. If it's not everything I say it is, I will personally Venmo you the $130 to reimburse you and your hotel. And that's how passionate I feel about it. It's amazing. So now I want to show you guys what Seminar is. And this, as Shannon shared, is going to be at the end of July into the beginning of August. This is in Dallas, Texas. So take a look at what this is, you guys. It's amazing. Goodness, it's just priceless. It's just priceless. And I want you to be thinking, even if you have to watch that video every single morning, you guys, I just want you to be thinking, where am I going to be on that stage? Am I going to be out in the seats, or am I actually going to be on that stage for like doing something? And if you're brand new, I want you to know that there's nothing better that you could do for yourself than to at least show up to Seminar as a red jacket. And so that transitions us into our next team event that we have coming up. And we really are done with announcements for real. And so Lori is going to share with you guys our events coming up as a unit. I'm so excited. So Lori, take it away. We're so glad you're here.
The most significant team event we have coming up is our Sparkle Area Red Jacket debut and our Inner Circle gathering. Our Inner Circle gathering is taking place on February 9th at 6:00 p.m. and you just need 600 wholesale and 1 to qualify. Congratulations to these ladies for having either their 600 or their +1 new done already. Shannon Durgers, Amelia Fox, Sophia, I'm sorry, Sophia, if I pronounce your name wrong, Saldiarga, Maddie Wenzel, Nikki Kelly, and Paula Mason. You want to be in your red jacket by our March Career Conference because on April 5th, we have a very special gathering on Zoom for all of our new Reds, DIQs, new sales directors, and new on-target car drivers.
Guys, thank you so much, Lori. So y'all, that's like the most exciting thing ever. A red jacket debut where your hubby, your family, your customers can hop on. It's going to be a powerful Zoom. So that gives you until the end of March to get into red, on target card, debut as a brand new sales director. And I want you to just see that in mind of where am I going to be by that date, because it's going to be epic and it's going to align you for victory at Career Conference. So I am so excited, you guys, for all of us to hear from Paula tonight. Paula has sold over $3,000. Oh, what were you going to say, Paula?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. So Paula is going to share with us, you guys, she sold so much. I mean, over $3,000 in her first 5 weeks. We've done one party and she's already sold that much. And so I just thought, what a better way for us to learn than from one of our own leaders in our unit. And school is never out for the pros. So even if you've been in for 3, 4, 5 years, I just think there's so much to learn from Paula as she's just started this, and she's just so innovative, so creative, and she's just a strategic thinker. So I'm really excited for us to just learn from Paula tonight with some of her sales tips. And then after she shares, I'm going to briefly train and then we'll call it a night. So Paula, take it away.
Okay, first of all, I am a newbie, so I'm just kind of starting out in this business. When Linda, the person who approached me, I'm a 29-year teacher, and my 2 boys, Evan and Andy, are both out of the home. And so I was kind of looking for something. And so when Linda approached, I was like, I don't know about Mary Kay. And she's like, will you wear it? And so I said, yeah, that's true. And so I thought, well, okay, I'll join, but I'm not going to do anything. And then I started talking to Megan, and I think my competitiveness took over. And so I decided I was going to go all in. And so I've been setting weekly goals for myself, and so far have been able to meet those goals. I'm working to get team members, which has been the one that's been the most difficult, but I'm working towards it. But some of the things I've done, like I mentioned a moment ago, the Valentine's Day special, I'm really trying to use social media to be a marketing tool and to get out there, especially to the men. I've been doing the facial jars. I've put out 2 of those, and I'm going to be putting out some more of those as well. I do think the follow, like, share tactic has also been very good. Something else that I'm doing, and I'll be very upfront, it does help that my fiance is a realtor, so that's who we're starting with. But I approached him first, and then I've approached a couple others, and so far I've approached 8 realtors, and another one has said yes as well. What he is going to do when he sells a home as part of the gift for the person who buys the home, he is going to gift them $1,000 of Mary Kay product. And so they will get to purchase it from my catalog. And so when I approached other realtors about this, I offered them a discount of 20%, and they really liked that. And I also offered them the opportunity to purchase the satin handset at a discount, and they're using those as gifts throughout the year for their clients. So I know discount isn't something we like to hear, but sometimes quantity helps. So for example, I had one realtor who ordered 30 of those for Valentine's Day, and she would not have ordered 30 if it wasn't for the 20% discount. So I'm trying to kind of think outside the box a little bit with my marketing for my sales. And I really do think things like that have really helped with my initial sales, because everybody likes a good discount. And so I think things like that are really helping. Some of the other things I'm doing, and it has to do with my job, is I'm doing things like I have tickets to a big country show. I'm offering those as a prize in May, where if you purchase X amount of dollars, you're going to be in a drawing for the 2 tickets to the George Strait Chris Stapleton show. So those types of things are what I am doing in order to help with my sales and my marketing of my Mary Kay products. And I just, each day, Megan and I talk, and as I know you all do with her, and my goal is, I try to set a goal for each week. I try to do 7 days. Within these 7 days, I want to sell $800 more in product. I want to have talked to at least 10 more people about Mary Kay and had at least 1 or 2 say they'll jump on the meeting about becoming a representative, or, I want to at least book a party. And so with having those goals and then working towards those, Megan and I talked today, and my new thing is I got out the planner, and now I'm blocking off set times each day that I'm going to be working on specifically Mary Kay things. And so that I'm not just jumping, oh, I've got 5 minutes, let me do Mary Kay, but I'm actually, setting these targeted goals. And I really feel like that's going to help me keep a focus and also keep my momentum going with my Mary Kay and with improving and growing my business. So is that kind of what you wanted, Megan?
Yes, that was fantastic.
Okay.
Well, if you guys would like to just put in the chat whatever it is that you took away from what Paula said. And Paula, what I really admire is the strategy of approaching realtors, because they do give gifts. And I know that you know that with your fiance. And so I'm sitting here thinking, what realtors do we all know? If any of us who have ever bought a home, we know somebody who made a lot of money on our house, right? And on us. I mean, it just makes strategic sense to do business with them. So Paula, thank you for sharing, and just for your diligence, and for I just love how competitive you are. I think that it's just fantastic. So thank you for sharing.
One other thing I did do, I don't know how many of you use TikTok, but I was able to reach out to a couple TikTokers, and they are going to use my product and then tag me on those. So that's another thing. My sons were like, Mom, to hit that younger generation and that younger age, that's what you're going to need to do, is TikTok, Instagram, that type of thing. So I'm also going to be doing that as well, which will also help hit that point and I think that is going to be very effective. But the realtor thing, I was surprised when I called the one realtor and she said, well, I give gifts at Valentine's Day, I'll take 20 of those. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I really do think realtors, anyone that gives out gifts like that, I'm also planning to go to several of the doctors in town and just see about, for their office staff, for nurses appreciation, those types of things. I think there's some untapped markets there. Anytime we can provide a convenience by bringing it to them, I think that's a good thing.
So smart, so true, because they are giving gifts for Valentine's. I had that thought yesterday. I was like, I need to give Susie and Susie a gift. I mean, it's just true. And so, Paula, if you'd be willing to share your template, even if it was on our Facebook or on Voxer, I know everybody would love to replicate that in some way.
Sure.
For those who would like to do the Valentine's Day challenge, absolutely. So
sure, I can.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I know we would all love to see it. So, well, you guys, I'm so excited to just kind of like easily transition here our training for the last 20 minutes. And so I just want you to be able to pull out your pens. This will be a little bit interactive. So I want to ask you guys, how many of you all have ever felt that maybe in a relationship or in a job or in a life circumstance that you were trained to be molded to be something that you're kind of not in order to get a win? Has anyone ever felt that way in a job? You were trained to be, yeah, I'm seeing hands. Like you're like, I had to do this, but it wasn't really like who I be. You guys ever felt that way before? I know I worked in an ice cream stand in high school, and I remember like I had to make these cones, and I was like, I just want to be with the people taking orders, but I had to like make the cones. Okay. So sometimes this can be good. Like if we were to all go and play basketball right now and our free throw wasn't good, we would want to be molded and changed. And we would want for our skill sets to be better in order to get the points on the scoreboard. But where this can become bad is, let's say you were starting a brand new job at a boutique and the other sales girls were naturally super bubbly and energetic and you felt like they could sell anything. Whereas your strengths were in being very methodical, very relational, a learner, and you're really great at following steps. And the owner wants for you to be this energetic person that you're not, and you actually find yourself leaving the boutique because you really want to be authentic to you. Whereas if the boutique owner would have just let you work in your strengths, you would have probably had 4 vendor events lined up to make the store more profitable. You would have gotten to know the clientele, and you would have helped that boutique owner with the retention in the boutique by building strong relationships. The whole point of that is there are skill sets in Mary Kay, like learning how to shoot a basketball. And then there are inner strengths in Mary Kay where you really get to shine and grow. And so it's almost like building a cake, to piggyback off of Amelia's sandwich training last week. So building a cake. So with the cake, what the cake is you have to have the same amount of flour, sugar, and vanilla for it to get the best result. But the icing can be pink, it can be white, yellow, or baby blue. You get to decide based on what you love. And so tonight we're going to talk a little bit about some of the recipes for the best booking strategies to get a yes. And we're going to talk about the cake and the things that are just the pound cake recipe. They're not emotional. They are just the cake. And then the icing of really taking your own interpersonal strengths and bringing it with the cake. So it's going to be like Amelia's training, and then we're going to take it like one step deeper into who you be as a person. And it's just, I'm really excited for tonight. So a few resources, and if you guys end up diving into this, please send me your results. I would love to see. But a few resources of ways to discover your really great strengths, the icing, are first the Enneagram test. If you've never taken an Enneagram test before, it's really good to know your Enneagram. If you've never heard of the Enneagram, there's 9 Enneagrams. I'm a 3. Amelia is a 6. And so, it'd be a great thing to take. You can literally search the free Enneagram. It's ENNEAGRAM test. I would love to see your results. The second thing is taking a DISC test. It's DISC, to see what your DISC is. I would love to know what your DISC is, and you would love to know what your DISC is to know yourself even better. And then if you're like, I really want to go deep into knowing who I am, taking the Gallup Strength Finders test, that one is amazing. So those are some different tests. The DISC and the Enneagram are going to give you really just some simple baseline of just knowing yourself, because it's extremely important, especially in entrepreneurship, to know your triggers, know what your strengths are, know what brings you joy, what shuts you down. And entrepreneurship is 20% skill and it's 80% mental. And so when you can maintain unwavering faith in your dreams and give extraordinary effort towards your goals, this is how you create miracles in your life. And so many people, they put effort, then they fail and they don't keep the faith up, so they never see the success. So I want to challenge you this year to have unwavering effort with unwavering faith to be able to see your victories. And any of us who have ever achieved anything in sports, in a career, financially, we all know it's just having stick-to-itiveness. And that is my vision for you this year, is to not give up this year. And you guys, I'm not going to lie to you. Earlier today, I broke down crying because I had a really bad party. It was just really not good. It was just really, really bad. And I was really crying. And you know what? I actually thought of you guys. And I thought, you know what, though? If I am not willing to stick to this and to have hard days too, how many of you guys have ever had a bad party, a bad facial? If we're all being honest. Yep. All the hands. You've ever had a bad appointment in your business. And I thought, you know what? I now feel what you feel when you have a bad appointment, because we all have those. And I am so committed as your leader to have stick-to-itiveness till I die. I will be a leader with Mary Kay. I will be a national sales director. Many of you will be sales directors and national sales directors yourself. And so I have stick-to-itiveness. How will you show up with your stick-to-itiveness? Because I know we all have it, and it's the reason we're all here together. And so I want you to know that you will have experiences. The wind will blow. And so it's very important to know your triggers and ways to be mentally strong beyond the inevitable hardships, okay? In order to be able to push through and see the wins that you're looking for. And it's really, most times, it's not the experience or the events or the circumstances that cause our emotional pain, but a lot of times it's our unwillingness to accept it and then to move forward, to accept it and move forward. How many times have you done that today? Something happened at work, you accepted it and you moved forward. And so I just want to urge you, you're very skilled. You all are very skilled. And I think sometimes it's actually the emotional part of our business that we got to like grab as women. So I want to ask you guys a question. What are you really good at? And I would maybe jot down that question tonight. Maybe process that tonight. What are you really good at in life? And then what are you really good at in Mary Kay? So maybe jot down that question. Maybe have some self-reflective time tonight before you go to bed. What am I really good at in my life as a mother, as a wife, as a single person? What am I really good at? And then what am I really good at in Mary Kay? Like, what can I come in and I'm like really good at it? Like, I think about Sophia. The thing about you, Sophia, that I love is like Sophia comes into a room. Sophia owns the room and she has authenticity, so she wins over the room. That is one of Sophia's many strengths. Like Sophia can like win over a room. It's like who she is. So like just think about, what am I really good at? Then the second thing I want to ask you to reflect on tonight is, what holds you back from living in your fullest calling? What holds you back from living in your fullest calling? And sometimes, you guys, there can be things that were told to us at a young age, in a past relationship, in a past career, that we're like holding on to. And I want to urge you tonight, whatever it is that's holding you back, to write it out on a piece of paper, and then to allow yourself the freedom to tear it up tonight and to throw it in your bonfire, or to tear it up tonight and to throw it in the trash, or tear it up tonight and flush it down the toilet, and to allow yourself the freedom to move forward this year. Because it's January 15th, which means your New Year's resolutions are sure as heck not feeling comfortable. They were comfortable last week, but they're really not comfortable this week. Anyone else relate to this? Anyone else? I was doing my New Year's resolution goal last night. I was like, gosh, it's not cute anymore. It's like, it's not the first date anymore. Like, we're on like the 10th date, 15th date, you know? Seriously, I want you to identify tonight before you go to bed. What is my trigger? If I was to screw this up and not hit this goal, I'm just keep it real tonight. What would that look like for me? For me, y'all, I'll be real. I'll be so real. I love being a mom. I love being with James. I like love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Like literally for me, my out would be like, oh, I want to go to the park with James and like not call my people when James is sleeping, right? Like I'm just gonna cuddle him. No. I'm like, no, I'm disciplined. I'm gonna call during his nap time, right? Like I know my outs. I know what those are. What are your outs? What are your outs for you? And the third question I want you to ask yourself is, if you were to maximize your strengths this week in terms of booking, selling, coaching, and recruiting, because those are the 4 ways that we advance, what would that look like? If you were to maximize your strengths, what would that look like this week? Like maximize it. I heard something, I was reading a book, and this is the book actually that secretively, all of us that are winning the inner circle for adding one new and doing your 600, we're going to be going through this book together in February. I'm so excited. You want to earn it just to go through the book. But anyways, this book talks about how as humans, we literally have 60% more to give typically in any circumstance. So it said, even if you didn't add any more knowledge, any more fluff, any more skill set, you normally have 60% more that you could give. How many of y'all, I'll speak for myself, you filled in like a third of the bubble sheet and you're like, that's good for the week. I can go into Sunday without finishing my bubble sheet. Or maybe you have that person on your heart who you've been meaning to call to book for a party and you've just been putting it off. I want to challenge you. If I were to really maximize, what would that look like this week? Maximize not my business, but maximize my strengths, like what I'm good at. You know what? If you're not good at selling, but if you're really good at connecting, maximize connecting this week. How many people can I connect with this week? And so I really want for y'all to be able to dive deep into your strengths tonight, to know how they can really support you in the fundamentals of your business, of booking, of selling, of coaching and recruiting. And I have seen in my career a lot of beauty consultants that hinder. They have so much potential and they hinder themselves because they view themselves the way that the enemy wants them to view themselves and not the way that God views themselves. And God says, my grace is sufficient for you. And so we perform to the level of belief that we have in ourselves. Did you know that? A lot of times we marry who we marry because we thought that that was who we were supposed to be aligned with. A lot of times we lift what we lift in the gym because we believe that's how strong we are. We excel to the place financially because we think, oh, that's a generational thing. I'm tapped out here. I want to challenge you to tap off the generational things that are holding you back in your business and to say, I am going to be a difference maker. And maybe you came from poverty and you're going to break that through Mary Kay. Or maybe you came from a non-confident family and you're going to break that through Mary Kay. Or maybe you came from a place that wasn't nurturing and you're going to break that through Mary Kay, through loving on women. And you guys, when I first started Mary Kay, the cake, we were talking about the fundamental cakes that I was not good at, was I was not good at selling, but I was good at being relentless. And I want to share a story with you guys because I want you to be inspired by what can happen with unwavering decision to work in your strengths, not anybody else's strengths, but yours. It was my first day of freshman year of college and I was so nervous. I'm actually very introverted and you guys might think I'm lying, but like I really am very introverted. And we were in this huge classroom. It was like 300 people. Y'all know how that is, like in those huge lecture halls that like everybody has to take. And I was so nervous. I literally threw up. I was at the very top. I had to sprint all the way down across the classroom, run, find a bathroom in this huge place. I couldn't even find the bathroom. You guys, I literally threw up. I would not even tell my boyfriend I had in college because I was so embarrassed. And that day, I happened to have a facial booked at my high school, which was a 5-minute drive from college. How dandy. And I had a party booked, and it was in the high school with a high school girl and her 3 friends. Okay. So I'm like packing up my starter kit. I get in my Mustang. I had this white Mustang with like a pink stripe down the back. And I get in my Mustang. I drive over to school, and it was the end of school time. Like school was finishing. My facial was at 4 o'clock and school got out at 3:15. So my principal was there, and he goes, Megan, I thought you graduated. And I was like, you're so funny. I'm here for a party. It was so awkward. So I walk in, I have like my starter kit bags. I finally get to the room, set up for this facial. It was a botanicals facial, okay? 4 high school girls, 16 years old. You guys, I lost money at the makeover. My hostess had a $10 gift card. She bought a $14 toner. I was -4 and no one else bought, okay? Hear me out. But there was this really cute girl there. She was really sharp. She was like classy sharp, right? I was like, okay, this girl has a classy mama and I'm going to get to her. Her name is Isabel. So I decided I was going to rebook Isabel with her mom because I just knew it would be a strategic move. You know, when you meet those people and you're like, I am aligned with you for a purpose. I just knew it. So that was August, first day of school. I contacted her in, are you ready for this? September, October, November, December, the end of December, about a mother-daughter makeover. You guys, 5 times about a mother-daughter makeover. Finally, at the end of December, Izzy told her mom, Mom, I'm out of excuses for this girl. We just have to go over there for a facial, okay? Now, sidebar, I knew her mom was classy because I delivered her order that she ended up making. It was a $42 order, and her mom tipped me $9 because she was so impressed that I spent my gas money driving 35 minutes to deliver her product. This was before CVS was really popular. So I knew her mom was classy, right? Okay, so we finally come in January. Now, I know now that Joyce told Isabel, we're not buying a single dollar. I am going because I'm doing this for you because you like this Megan girl. Long story short, almost $400 later, I did not want to tell these people about the Mary Kay opportunity because I was so embarrassed that they were about to find out that I made $200 on them and they were only at my house for like an hour and a half. And I was like, this is so awkward. I just made bank and like they can't know. And I was like, no, I have a goal. I got to become a red jacket. I got to become a red. I'm sharing with her because they either need this or I need them. Okay, I got to share. I did my dream board. I shared it with them. Okay, so turns out Joyce put her phone number to her home phone on the profile. So I called to follow up. I'm like, Joyce, it's like, dee, you reached a home number. I'm like, what the heck is cell phone? She was going to be my next recruit. Okay, blow it off, right? March comes. I'm walking on the phone with my mom, trying to get into DIQ. Remember how I mentioned I submitted DIQ the last day right before career conference? That was March. Mom, I still need like 3 active. I look. There is Joyce Perry sitting eating her lunch because she works at my college. I'm like, Mom, it's Joyce. I gotta go. So I'm like, run. Okay, y'all. Joyce literally, like I said, put her home phone number. She goes, Megan, I've been meaning to talk to you. I need to join Mary Kay for my personal use discount. I'm out of my product. Long story short, Joyce joins for her discount, starts with an active order. She comes to career conference with us 2 weeks after signing up. She was in the room when we were submitting DIQ. She was like a new consultant, like, what the heck is going on? Joyce has now earned 3 pink Cadillacs and is currently number 3 in our company for sharing. Okay. So I want to ask you, what is your strength and how can you have stick-to-itiveness in it this January? And I want you to rate yourself tonight. I know you don't have time right now. I want you to rate yourself tonight. Where do you rate your confidence level on a scale of 1 to 10 on booking, selling, coaching, and recruiting? And after you rate yourself, if you're like, wow, I'm like a 2 on booking, I want you to ask yourself, what would make me feel like a 10? Like I am a 10 on booking. And I want you to call me tomorrow or Boxer me tonight and say, Megan, this is what I need from you to get to a 10 on selling, or this is what I need from you to get to a 10 on recruiting, or this is what I need from you to get to a 10 on my confidence in myself and who I be. And you guys, I want you to just hone in this year on this is what I am great at. And I'm going to focus on how I can get more of that this year. Because when you can focus on booking and selling and coaching and recruiting, and when you do them all together, because it's the cake recipe, that is where this business gives you wins, is when you do all four together. And so there's cake and then there's icing. So let's talk in our last 3 minutes about some of the cakes and some of the icings in getting bookings. The first thing is doing skincare surveys or warm chatters. The cake of the fundamentals, you guys, is putting on your makeup in the morning, having goodie bags ready to be able to do that. I want to show you guys my bag for whenever I leave. I actually happen to have it right next to me in my office. So I literally have a Mary Kay starter kit bag, and I'm just showing y'all. Your girl's leading by example over here. I'm so determined to meet short people whenever I leave my house. So I have my little goodie bag with my little sample and my business card and a hard candy, because if I did chocolate in Florida, they would be eating melted chocolate. Okay. Are you ready with your goodie bags? Are you ready where if I were to meet you at the post office tomorrow, I'm going to close with this and we're going to go into section 2 of this next, or part 2 this next week. I'm just so fired up for y'all. All right, y'all, seriously, I was in the post office. I'm going to share this for inspiration for you, okay? And I was in there, and we had just moved to Florida, and I knew 2 people, Grandma and Pop-Pop, my husband's grandparents. Y'all, I didn't know how we were going to do it, but the Lord had told me that we were going to earn a top trip that year when we had just done 350. He said, Megan, you're doing 650 this year. And I said, God, you're funny, but I'll work. Sometimes you ever felt like that? You're like, God, you funny up there, but I'm willing to do the work. That's where I was at. So this lady is in the post office. She's like, I like your hair. I'm like, oh, thank you. So I check out, do my post office thing. And I'm like, hey, I actually just moved here. I don't know anybody. And I'm a skincare professional. I would love to give you a makeover. Would you be willing? She said, well, sure. Long story short, she came over with a lady named Donna. This lady did not buy anything. I was with them for 3 hours. This lady, Donna, was on Dior. She bought $100 out of like, here's your $100. She calls me the next day and says, Megan, she says, I want you to know that I went to the Dior counter. I returned everything I just purchased last week. And you guys, she bought $600 from me. And she has been my best customer. She buys thousands in a year, 3,000 probably a year. And that lady still has never bought anything to this day, purchased something last month, and then asked me to Venmo her back because she didn't want anymore. Okay. So I hope these stories encourage you. I know this sounds crazy, but I just feel like y'all just might need that tonight. And I would love to hear your strengths, where you want to grow, what you're really good at. And so I just hope you feel inspired and ignited. And I love you all so much and would love to hear when you have a moment tonight of what you write out that your strengths are, what holds you back from living in your fullest calling and rating your skill set on booking, selling, coaching, and recruiting. So we're going to sign off because we have our ladies for marketing, but I love you all. Thank you for being here. And I can't wait to hear from y'all of your biggest takeaways tonight. Okay. Bye, guys.
So Megan, I just stay on, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes, that's perfect. I'm gonna hello everyone. Making sure everybody's is admitted. Hi, Erin.
Hi.
Hi, it's so good to meet you. Or
Nice
see
to
you, I
meet you
should say.
too.
Hey, Beth.
Hey.
Hello, you guys. We're just gonna get started right on time here. Thank you guys so much for being here. And hey, Rocky, your makeup is always flawless. I am so convinced of this. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Well, y'all, we'll go ahead and we're just gonna get started. And I just want to thank you guys for being here. And this is training for our top consultants. And so we'll just go ahead and if everybody wants to introduce just who you are and maybe what you do and where you live, and then we'll just dive right on in. So who would like to introduce yourself first?
I will.
Okay, perfect, Rocky.
I'm a bondsman. I live in Edgewater. I'm at Home Goods right now.
I love that for you.
I love Home Goods.
Right? I love it. Beth, would you like to go next?
Sure. I'm Beth Rogers, and I work at Forest Elementary with Paula, and I live in Forest.
I love that. And you were like truly one of my favorite people at her party. I just love your energy.
That's funny.
You really were. You were like just so down to earth. This is recorded, but hopefully no one will hear that. I said that from the party. I'm just kidding. Paul was like, "Oh, Megan."
No, Beth's one of my favorite people, so she knows that.
Oh, that's funny.
She's family.
That's not always good.
Erin, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, my name is Erin and I live in Connecticut, and I was asked by Amelia to join this today and ask some questions, I guess, in regards to Mary Kay.
I'm going to let her know that you're on. I don't think she knew that, and so that's why she's not on right now. Let me have her hop on here. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I
And
just texted her.
I've messaged Alyssa to make sure she's hopping on.
Okay, that's perfect. And we'll just go ahead and we'll get started. So, well, I want to just thank you guys again just for being here tonight. And this is, like I said, this is training for our consultants. And so we'll just ask that you guys just ask like 2 to 3 questions of literally anything that you would want to know about a Mary Kay business. And if you didn't know, you're going to get a lot of product coupons as a thank you for being here. And so we'll just go ahead and dive right on in. And so who has the first question?
I'll ask.
Perfect, Rocky.
How much money do you need to get started?
That's a good question. So it's $35 to get started, and it comes with your credit card processor and then your website. And then beyond that, you have optional product, basically like different product options that you can start with if you would like to have some product on hand. That's a great question. Who else has a question?
Do they have like a number of consultants that they will have in an area? Like, do they have a limit on how many they will let sell in one particular area?
That's a good question. So we don't have any territories, and so they don't have any limits on anybody. Good question. Who else has a question?
How much of it, like, can you purchase for yourself?
You can purchase as much as you want. Yeah, as much as you want. And you get all of your own personal product at 50% off. So you get your 50% profit, and then you also get your own product at 50% off. So a lot of women will just do it because it makes sense for them financially. They're like, half off skincare,
Right.
makeup, sign me up, you know?
So, like, when you place your first order, is there a limit you have to do to get like when you first start out? Is there a limit they want you to start off with?
Oh, that's a good question. So you can start with like a small, medium, or a large order, and you get to choose. They're all just different options. It'd be like ordering at Chick-fil-A if you want like a 1, 2, or 3.
Can I say something there?
Yeah.
One of the things that you can do, Beth, if you place an order, like if you order with $600 within the same month, you get free gifts. So like free product. And you can pick from certain bundles. So like if you do $1,200, you get 2 bundles free. And so that's kind of an incentive to, but you don't have to place and you don't have to buy anything. The $35 is it, if that's how you want to start, and you can order directly from the company each time.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you don't have to have any product on hand if that's how you choose to do it.
Gotcha.
Is there a recommendation?
There is, Rocky. So do you mean in terms of the first order? Yeah, so what we do is at first we just see how much money do you want to make and what time commitment can you commit to your business. And then from there, we really look at it and decide how much will you need, how much is too much, how much is too little. So I found it's individual based on what different ladies are wanting out of their business.
Do they give you training on what you suggest to people?
Oh, yes, absolutely. And when you sign up, the best way I could explain it is like we're like a football team, and so we work together on your order, on your first party, on building your clientele, and all those things. So we work together as a team.
That's good.
That's a good question. Erin, do you have a question?
No, I think I think I was confused or probably misunderstood what this meeting was.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. I thought I was asking specific questions to Amelia. My understanding was that I was just helping you and asking you some questions, but I am not looking to be a consultant. I don't think it's the right fit for me. So I don't know if I should stay on or
There is no obligation to stay on if you do not want to. Your presence is welcome, but if you feel like you've heard what you need to hear, then we don't want to waste your time or anything like that. We really appreciate you hopping on.
No, yeah, Erin, and all these questions, they're helping me train. So if you had any questions,
all right,
they're helpful. But yeah, thank you so much for being on. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Erin.
Thanks, Erin.
Oh, guys, my battery is fixing to die. I think I've got 5%. Shoot.
No worries.
Is it okay? There it is. All right.
Oh,
I still got
perfect.
it.
Okay. Oh, great. Okay, who else has a
I need
question?
a car charger.
Beth, did you have anything else you wanted to ask about it, or?
I think that's all for now.
I was kind of thinking for you because of your Suffolk connections and everything, but also because you like the products and use them, that the discount would be, it would be something good for you. So that's why I invited you to come and listen.
Cool.
That's the only reason I started was for the discount. And then I realized how much I like the product.
That's funny. Yeah.
And now I like the perfumes. Today I got all the perfumes.
Well, Chip's liking that then.
Oh, yes, Chip is.
Yeah, I'll think about it right now. I got to get finished with some things in life.
I understand.
And then maybe we can see what I've got.
Yeah. No, I just wanted you to hop on and hear about it and then kind of keep it as a thought for maybe a possible new adventure for Beth.
That sounds good.
Because, I'm very open. It's a nice little side activity now that the boys are grown and you're kind of in the same place as I am. It gives me a little something.
Okay. Sounds good.
I just wanted you to look at it as a possibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will think about it.
I love that. And I will say too, Beth, the fun part is Paula can ever only have one first team member, and it'd be so special for it to be like one of her ride or die friends, So
too funny.
So, but Rocky, were there any other specific questions that you had?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for your questions. And my last question for y'all is just if you knew it was $35 to get started, and if you knew that you could succeed, would you ever consider doing Mary Kay on the side for some extra money?
I would when I'm done with kids, because I work a lot. But she's in sports, so I'm constantly doing that. I would have no time to do anything.
Yeah, I can see how busy you are, Rocky.
Yeah, I see my mom like maybe once a month, and she lives 4 streets away.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be a little bit more on purpose than not, but I won't tell if you won't.
Oh my goodness, you're so funny. Well, if you ever decided you wanted to kind of like do it in any way, Paula, do you want to speak at all to how you do this with a full-time job?
I actually, Rocky, started it thinking I'm not going to put a lot of effort into it. And then it slowly started it was like a snowball effect for me. And it kind of manages itself. I'll be honest, I teach full time. And I also have a second job that is basically a full-time job. And so it runs itself. Most of my clients come from school. And so I find myself bringing product to school every day to them. I have sold $3,000 worth of product in 5 weeks. And truthfully, and Beth can attest to this, I've done very little as far as pushing product, advertising product, and I've had one party. So I'm not doing a huge amount of a huge amount of time into it at this point. It really does. When people hear you sell Mary Kay, they're like, oh, I want to place an order. I use Mary Kay. And I do talk to some people about it, but it's not a huge time thing at all. You can make it what you want it to be.
I was thinking about it just for the discounts.
Yeah. Even starting for just that is worth it, because it's all it is $35. So, I mean, it's not like you have to spend thousands of dollars to get started.
Thank God. Otherwise, I could just tell my kids, like, hey, y'all are out. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. Well, Rocky or Beth, would either of y'all like to get started for your discount tonight?
Not today. Maybe give me a couple weeks. Let me think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have been thinking about it. So.
And Beth, I'll touch back with you in a month or so and just see where you're at with it, but just kind of marinate on it. That's what I did when Linda approached me.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
I love that. Well, y'all, thank you so much for your
All right,
time,
thanks.
and I hope you guys have a great rest of your